Sziasztok, vagyok, és itt a Syberia 4. része. Az előző részben megjártuk két Barockstadot, ahol az állomás konkrétan egy nagy fészek volt, és hát főleg így a borral foglalkoztak sunyiban. Ezt ugye ki kellett nyomoznunk, de előbb-utóbb megoldottuk nagy nehezen. És akkor nézzük a következő részt. Hol vagyunk most? Azt nem tudom. Szálljunk le erre, csak erre lehet. Azt mondta, hogy Oscar merre van? Tudom, nézzük meg azt a nagy szobrot.
Kate Walker! Kate Walker!
Itt van Oscar.
Oscar, what's going on? Why has the train stopped? Where are we?
The springs of the train are unwound again, Kate Walker. As for the question pertaining to our geographical location, I really haven't the slightest
Oscar se tudja, hogy hol vagyunk.
Well,
Még az a
better
lényeg.
get looking for a winding machine, my dear Oscar. I hope that this place actually has one.
The air here is so polluted that I could not possibly risk leaving the locomotive. My joints might corrode irreparably.
Mindig van valami kifogásod, Oscar? Hát... komolyan.
We just keep stopping. When will we...
Simply wind up the spring.
From your mouth to...
Nagy segítség vagy.
Oscar, you couldn't make a little effort for just this once. If we both went looking for the one...
You are in all probability correct, Kate Walker. But the high level of heavy metal miasma that pollutes the...
Imádom, hogy...
Gosh, it's really gloomy here.
I have total confidence in you, Kate Walker. You are, after all, a...
Yeah, right.
Micsoda a szentség.
See you...
I shall stay right.
Mi ez a szovjet zene közben? Ez tényleg Stalingrád lenne? Egy bírom, hogy Oscar tényleg mindig talál van egy kifogás, csak hogy ne kelljen segíteni. Nézzünk el erre fel. Van valami? A franc itt alszik valaki a szoborban. Egy henger, egy tervrajz. Lehet mozgatni ezt a nagy Stalingrád szobrot? Bárki is mintázták ezt. És egy kar. Mi ez? Fogantyú. Valami ez majd kell. Gondolom
That's
ide.
going to work.
Ja. Ahogy ezzel eltoltam. És az most miért jó nekem, hogy előtoltam oda a szóba. Még előrébb lehet húzni kétszer. És most ezt... Hogy úgy, tehát a szobrot kell használni ilyen töltőállomások. Tehát fel is van húzva a vonat és mehetünk is tovább. Ennyi volt ez a város, azért biztos nem. Tehát, hogy most meg hátra kéne húzni, hogy ne egyen útba nekünk. Hát az meg...
Hey, you there!
Ezt ki a fele volt. Meglepő, hogy egy NPC csak úgy mozog össze-vissza. Ez egy tolvaj volt szerintem. Nem lopott el semmit.
Oscar, talk to me.
How are you doing? What's your favorite color? Did you ever see that one movie about the dog who played basketball? Where did you have your first kiss? Did you ever see the sequel to the dog basketball movie where the dog went to space? And if so, which of the two do you prefer? Awesome!
Na, majd kiszavítalak.
No point waiting.
Hogy létezik, hogy egy
Are
ember...
you okay?
Why, it is absolutely inadmissible, intolerable, and indescribable. I have been attacked.
What do you mean you've been attacked?
Ellopták az oroszokat.
My hands! I no longer have them! They've been
Ellopták a
stolen!
kezét.
God, you haven't got your hands! But who did this? What's going on here?
We can be sure of one thing, Kate Walker. That this heinous crime was committed by a barbarian, a dysfunctional individual whose behavior lacks all finesse.
Did you get a look at your attacker? Tell me exactly how it happened.
I was standing here polishing up my metalwork. I was just thinking that with all the dust in the air, it would be a good idea to...
Oscar!
I was very busy, and I suddenly felt two powerful arms grab me from behind and tie me up before I had the chance to defend myself. I wanted to call out, but my attacker gagged me before I could emit the slightest sound. Then he dismantled my hands with a terrifying pair of pliers. It was horrible.
I can believe it, my poor Oscar, but did you see him?
He was a real barbarian, I tell you. He had bloodshot eyes, steel teeth, and brown scaly skin. And he emitted foul odors. He was a monster, Kate Walker. A real monster. And he had a weapon.
Biztos, hogy orosz lehet ilyen leírással. Szegény Oscar. A lénynek se bírna ártani, de...
Right, Oscar. Let's go find this hand.
Kate Walker, please do not think that this problem does not concern me. But if it's all the same to you...
Yeah.
Kate Walker, even an automaton deserves a little compassion. I have just
Mindjárt
been
ofogom
savagely
lesz.
assaulted. Oh, I can feel one of my spasms.
Okay, take a rest, Oscar. You're not...
Jó van.
Good luck, Kate.
Akkor keressük meg Oscar kézrablóját. De nekem van egy sejtés, ami ki lehet. De amit találtam hengert, azt meg akarom hallgatni. Tehát a helynek a neve Komkolzgrad. Hát majdnem Stalingrád, de mindegy, hallgassuk meg.
My dear brother, what joy to have news of you after your long silence during the war years. So you're working for the Russians now. I tell you, we're hearing some worrying stories about them here. Just your description of that dingy factory makes me cough. But it's so good to hear that your talent is being recognized for its true value, and that your automaton creations are taking the place of workers for all those menial jobs. I'm so proud that Vorarlberg automatons are making such a contribution, even if it is small, to the improvement of people's lives.
Meanwhile, back in Baladolin, we've been licking our wounds after the war years. Some people have returned, others not. Life is slowly coming back, but it's taking time. All my love, Anna.
Most hova megyek? Ja, felhelyezem a hengert. Tehát akkor Hans így az oroszoknak dolgozott, míg a háború tartott. És most azt nem értem akkor, hogy ez a rabló biztos, hogy orosz, Oscar leírás alapján, hogy miért szabotálta azt, hogy tovább menjünk. Mert már tovább mehettük volna, de gondolom azért szedte le a kezét, hogy azért sem menjünk tovább. Más utat nem találtam, mert a rabló mögött ott egybe bezárult az ajtó, szóval gondoltam, hogy itt az óriással kikönni. Hogyha megnézzük, ott van egy szegély, hogy temetek így el tudok érni. Juppi! És akkor ez itt... Aha. Esetleg a fémkapocsra itt lehet ügyködni valamit? A fémkapocsra meg körbevágja. Na, nézzünk be. Mi található itt? Itt nem lehet felvenni semmit. Na, itt viszont lehet. Ez mi? Egy konnektor. Hát ezt inkább egy budubabának néztem, mint egy konnektornak. És ennyi? Olyan piszkos, hogy ebből nem sok mindent látok.
I can't go that way.
Ez ilyen nagy gyárnak tűnik. És azt hiszem azon a részen meg vagyunk. Most eljöttem ide a vonat hátuljához, és itt van egy kar, úgyhogy megnézem, ez mit tud. Aha. Na ki biztos az anyja.
Hello? Hello?
Dave, it's Dan. Can you hear me?
Dan, is that you? I can't hear you so good. Dan?
Hey, talk. This is the last conversation. Are you still mad at me? Come on.
Na megbékéltél, drága sértődős gyermekem?
I'll try and call you when I get out of this mine.
You Dave, come on, what's happening? Listen, we've got to talk.
Look, the line's just getting worse and worse. I'm hanging up.
Elég, hogy gyakran volt takarítva. Ilyen nagy pókhálók vannak itt, és ez mi?
That's going to work.
Ah, biztos ide kell gyújtógyártya, vagy mi az. Vudubáb, úgy én hívtam. Ó, és lám lesz világosság. Itt valami.
That looks like a ventilation duct.
Szellőztető.
Üzenet érkezett a patkány.
Félsz, ugye?
Még patkányok. Azt mondja, merre menjünk. Nem tudok felvenni semmit, szóval csak el tudok menni. Jó, itt meg tudom húzni ezt a kart, úgyhogy biztos azzal nem kell megtennem. Miért nem kéne megtennem? Akkor azzal csak visszahívom a liftet. De biztos volt, figyel valaki a kamerán. Elég fura, hogyha nem figyel. Mi? Ez egy nagy orgona? Ez meg egy szív.
That door is locked.
Most mi van? Hát, kinyitottam, de első neki talaposan szétnéznék. Mert lejjebb mennék. Aztán jó nagy orgona. Csavarhúzó. Majd le kell ezt játszani vele. valamilyen bizonyos számot, de nem is mehetek tovább. Akkor menjünk el arra hátrafel. Ó, itt van valami. Hát, nagyon sok mindent tudok, de biztos ide kell csavarhúzó. De tetszik a zene. Jaj, ez gátolta meg, hogy oda felmenjen az ember? Hát, nem hiszem, hogy ez meggátol annyira. Dolognak elapot, más már nem is tudok menni. Nem nézzünk fel erre. Itt is egy lift. Ez mire van? Ó! Itt van a drága rablónk. Csak vissza a Oscar kezét.
Hey you! Who are you? Careful, I'm warning you. I'm not afraid of you, okay? What do you want? Why did you do that?
There must be some misunderstanding.
Because you reckon theft is all about misunderstanding, do you? Give me my hands back. Now!
Your hands? And what are those on the ends of your arms? I can explain everything to you. You see, I'm no thief.
You broke into my train, assaulted my driver, mutilated him, and stole his hands. Apart from that, you are not a thief.
I have not stolen them, miss.
Kölcsönvettem. Tipikus, mindig ezt mondják a tolvajok.
You've got to be joking.
I'm not joking with you, miss. I would never take such liberties.
They belong to Oscar, my automaton engineer. Why did you steal them?
They are extraordinary. Real mechanical wonders. I would never have been capable of designing such hands myself. Never. Such workmanship. Such precision craft. It is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
And just because you like them, you decided to steal them?
I have only borrowed them, little missy. Temporarily, you understand? Of course, I shall return them to you when I don't need them anymore. You can...
Excuse me?
You see, these hands are all I need to complete my plan. At last, I can finish off my automaton pianist and fulfill my dreams. Everything is now in place. You see, I have converted this old, useless, stupid factory into a magical theatre. As you can see, the furnaces, piping, chimney stacks, they've all been converted into one gigantic organ. I will be able to accompany the world's greatest living singer. Now all I need is her...
Csak szerintem egy kicsit kattant. Tehát ezt az orgonát is ő építette, de gondolom az lesz akkor, hogy ha hagyjuk, hogy lejátsza a zenét, amit szeretne, aztán csak visszaadja. Remélem.
Who are you?
Sergei Borodin, the director of the industrial city of Komkolzgrad. Or what is left of it at least. But who are you, for that matter? And why have you stopped in my station?
Hát nem álltam volna meg, csak fel kellett húzni, és aztán mentem volna tovább, de...
But my train has a technical problem. My name is Kate Walker, and I'm an American lawyer.
It is very kind of you to come so far just to visit this place.
I repeat again, I never intended to stop here. I'm on a business trip. I'm a lawyer, goddammit.
Right. What brings you here?
Like I said, a stupid mechanical hitch.
De hogyha rosszat akarna nekünk, akkor már valószínűleg rég megtámadott volna minket, vagy lelőtt volna, vagy akármi. De attól még hibbant.
I'm sorry, I can't make heads or tails out of your story at all. Without my engineer's hands, I'm stuck here, you see?
Everything I have designed, all that I have invented, everything is for her. Do you realize? Her. Oh, to hear her sing one more time, here in my factory!
But who is she? Who are you talking about?
Helena. The one and only Helena Romansky. Her voice is so pure, like an angel. One day she came here to Komkolzgrad. She sang here, you know, when our industrial city was in its heyday. Oh, so long ago now. It was almost unreal. It was magical. I remember it like it was yesterday. Then, later, a long time later, she saved my soul. She saved my life and gave it meaning. When I was told that the mining program was to be abandoned, that this industrial city was consigned to oblivion, that I, its director, would from then on be nothing but a guardian of these rusting remains of
Tehát már
bygone
emberrabló is.
age. That is when I first formed my plan, to bring Helena Romansky back to this factory. But this time, she would sing for me, and me alone.
And is she okay about this?
Sure, sure. Once she finds out that I have done all this for her, when she realizes how I converted this vast network of pipes and tubes to create one of the most impressive organs ever made, then, you know, this was no small achievement, miss. Once molten iron flowed through here. Now there wafts only beautiful melodies. But then I realized I had to make an automaton pianist. I began to despair that I would never create hands that were...
Én nem örvendek a szerencsének.
Then you arrived. So lucky, don't you think?
Yeah, that must have been a happy coincidence for someone around here. So, when will this Madame Romansky come back? When do I get my hands back?
I don't know. Maybe someone should look for her. Tell her. Hey, why don't you go? The quicker you bring her back, the sooner you can carry on your business trip. Now, isn't that a good idea?
And you promise that once Helena has sung, you will give me back my automaton's hands?
I promise, my dear. You have my solemn word.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to believe you. Where should I go hunting for this singer then?
I have no idea. But for a woman of the world like yourself, finding her should pose no obstacle. Helena Romansky was a world celebrity, you know. I have collected many objects, souvenirs of her that I keep in a room. A shrine to her glory. It's like her own personal museum in a way. You should take a look.
This whole story is completely nuts.
Egy emlékszoba, de így első ránézésre inkább egy piszok nagy csapdának tűnik, de inkább nem megyek oda, de kiderül.
And what if I help?
Why should life be complicated when I already have what I need?
You mentioned an automaton pianist, didn't you? Where did you find it?
I pieced it together myself, my dear. Except for the hands, that is.
Your passion amazes me.
No. clockwork mechanisms do not interest me as such. I simply needed a robot capable of accompanying Helena Romansky on my huge...
An existing model, you say? Did you ever know Hans Vorarlberg? He was a kind of mechanical genius, like yourself.
Hans Vorarlberg? Yes. Or maybe... I don't know. No.
Sure, I understand. The number of automatons still functioning in this abandoned complex is amazing, though.
My dear, one thing is for sure. For many years, I have been totally alone here. If that man ever came to this city, he left long ago.
No.
Please, excuse me.
So?
Jó, hát akkor meg kell keresnem ezt a bizonyos énekesnőt, de úgy látszik, hogy szerintem szerelmes is bele, nem csak egy éneket akar. Kíváncsiság kedvéért is bemegyek akkor ebbe a emlékszobába. Tartogat, lehet, hogy nem egy csapda. Ó, te jó ég. Hát ha eddig nem volt creepy a csávó, akkor ezek után... Ez megszállatja a nőnek. Ez a betegség. Csak mit találtunk itt? Könyv. A fiatal Helena Romansky. Minden cikket így összegyűjtött róla, minden információt. Not noticeable. Még a leveleit is. Leveleket is írt neki. Hát, látszik, az félig szerelmes volt Helenába. A telefonon lehet így hívogatni az elmentett számokat. Itt van Olivia, anya az iroda, Dan. Meg hogyha felhívom Dant. De itt nincsen térerő, nem?
Dan Foster isn't around to take your call right now, so...
Hát akkor nem. Az irodát.
You have reached Lawson & Walmart Associates.
Hát akkor Oliviát.
You have reached Olivia Parker.
Hívjon később. Akkor felhívom Luthert.
Hi, Mom.
Kate! What? Have you seen the time? Why are you phoning me in the middle of the
Nem
night?
tudja, hogy mennyi az idő. Nincs itt soha
Sorry,
egy
I forgot
óra.
about the time zones. Did I wake you?
Well, of course you woke me up. I was sleeping deeply, too. I simply gotta get my beauty sleep. I've got an absolutely crazy day tomorrow.
I'm sorry, it's just that it's real important and urgent. I haven't got a lot of time.
Well, if it really can't wait till tomorrow, Munchkin, come on, tell your mommy what's up. No way I'm calling Dan for you, if that's what you want.
Mom, listen, please. I seem to remember you're seeing a Marovich or something like that at the moment.
No. Malkovich, Munchkin. Frank Malkovich.
Yeah, right. So, but he's an opera singer, right?
That's right. They say he had the finest voice of his time, my dear. Imagine that.
That's just great. So then he must have known a famous singer called Helena Romansky. She's Russian too. Please, if you can ask him if...
Listen, honey, if it's stars you're after, Frank knows them all. I'll just wake him up and let him tell you himself.
You mean he's...
Oh, still.
Kate, listen, you're still there. Frank tells me he did hang out with the Romansky once, but it was platonic. You know those singers. She's a great soprano.
Great. Does he know where she went? Does she still sing? Where does she live?
1 second, Munchkin. Oh. Frank says she was very ill and she withdrew from circulation. Really? She went to rest in some spa somewhere. He thinks it was called Arrowbad, but it was 15 years ago and he's not sure. And well, honey, when Frank wakes up, he always takes a little bit of time to get going, you know.
Thanks a bundle, Mom. And Frank, too. You're both fantastic. Love you both. Thanks again. Catch you later.
Aralbadnak. Jó. Szerintem akkor ezeket az információkat érdemes lenne elmondani Szergejnek. Na, kihív már.
Hello?
Did I wake you up? I can't sleep at all. This whole business just keeps turning round and round in my head.
What business, Dan?
But Kate, that argument we had, have you forgotten? I really need to talk about that again.
Oh, you know, I guess we were both a little high-strung, that's all. But don't sweat it, okay?
Yeah, sure. Getting carried away never solves anything, does it? I must say I felt really dumb when I hung up.
Really?
Yeah, I left the door to my office open and I was convinced everybody around heard me.
I'm so embarrassed, Dan. Please say I'm sorry to your colleagues from me.
It doesn't matter, honey. Promise me that you will never put me in that state again. You're usually so delightful. I have the impression that this journey is putting more than distance between us.
Well, it's true I'm living a whole load of new and amazing experiences.
Okay, I see. And still no Hans Warlberg?
No.
Keep me posted. You know how important you are to me.
Ja.
Hurry home, huh?
I'll try. Big hug, Dan.
Nagyon fontos, hogy számomra persze. Ez a csávó, hogy csak szinte magára tud gondolni, senki másra. Hogy jó, gyere már haza, unatkozok. Ó, most lejárattam magamat a kollégáim előtt. Nem kérsz bocsánatot esetleg? Kate. Olyan nőiesebb ez a pali, mint Kate Miller.
Director.
Ah, it is...
Director, I think I know where Helena Romansky is.
My God, you have found Helena? That is fantastic.
From my research, Helena Romansky is living in Arrowbad.
Arrowbad? Helena Romansky is in Arrowbad.
You know the town then? You know where it is?
Of course. It was a famous spa resort. In its heyday, Arrowbad welcomed all the big wigs of the regime. To be granted a stay there was a real honor. Today, the honor is gone, along with all the generals and colonels, all washed away with the sea.
It sounds like a good place if you need to take it easy or convalesce.
I think Madame Romansky would be happier here. I think she'll prefer the peace and quiet here, the perfect tranquility of our little town.
Hát nem hiszem, hogy szívesen időzne itt egy ilyen pszichopatával.
How can I get to Arrowbad?
There is one way that you can. Here in the city, there are no suitable vehicles left. But that drunk old fool living up there, he'll have something.
What drunken old fool? You mean you're not alone? What's up there?
You mean you haven't noticed the space compound on the plateau? There's still some pathetic old soldier guarding it. But he's more interested these days in reaching for another bottle.
Hát a borból elfogytam már.
And you think this gentleman could have a vehicle for me?
I haven't the slightest idea. If you catch him on a good day, then maybe. But good days for him are far and few between. I wish you luck.
How do I get up to the space compound then?
There is a monorail that leads up to the cosmodrome. When you are inside, I will activate the automatic pilot.
Jó.
Why don't you come with me? After all, you're the person in the best position to convince Helena Romansky.
Fortunately, since my accident, I seldom leave my office if I can avoid it. And it is not wise for a director to leave his city now, is it?
Végül is igaza van.
Okay.
I am Count.
Akkor nézzük meg azt. Csak ebben a liftbe be lehet szállni. Jé, ez egy jármű. Féleség. Ez hittem egy lift. Na, ki az már megint?
Hello?
Hey! Oh, that you?
No,
How are you?
Olivia.
Olivia, great, just the right person. Look, have you heard of Helena Romansky?
No. Is she some Russian fashion designer?
No, she's a singer. I'm going to be meeting her soon. I've just got to find a way of reaching Arlbad. Can you imagine how lucky I am?
Not really. Well, what relation's this singer got with the toy case? You sure you know what you're up to, Kate? You sound really different, like you're changing or something.
Look, it's like this. If I'm going to get to the end of my journey, I've got to link up this singer and the director of the Komkolzgrad Industrial City. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. Why did you say that I've changed?
I don't know, just an impression. You sound more sure of yourself, like stronger, more
Shows me a
confident.
boy.
And that's a problem?
There you go. Just takes one word and you're up on your high horse. I'm beginning to see Dan's point of view. It's getting harder and harder to back you up all the time.
Mi baj van ennek
What does
is?
that mean?
Well, it means that I had a drink or two with Dan because he wants to talk. He feels a bit lonely, you see?
And what's he been telling you?
Nothing. He just has the impression you're slipping away from him. He can't see where you're coming from anymore. Like, we went to the movies the other day and he said that you would have loved the film, but I told him that...
You mean you're dating my fiancé?
No! No, not dating, Kate. Just propping him up while you're away. All in a good cause. I can keep an eye on him for you at the same time.
What would I do without you?
Oh, you're jealous. Huh. Well, that's a good sign. That means you want him. Now, that he'll be pleased to hear.
You seeing each other again soon?
Tomorrow night. He invited me to dinner at the Goldberg. You don't mind, do you, Kate?
Faszfej. Figyelj, lépj egyet hátra, és szó szerint baszd arcom magad!
No worries. Look, I've got to go, Olivia. Take care.
Na, vagy Kate azt mondta volna, hogy na, hát akkor ülj már rá, légy szíves, Dan farkára helyettem is, és további jó szórakozást. Egy tipikus, hogy Kate elmegy távolra dolgozni, addig valaki megcsalja. Hát, mondjuk nem is baj. Így nem is találkoztunk még amúgy ezzel a Dannel meg Oliviával, de majd a telefon beszélgetés alapján leszűrhetjük azt, hogy mind a kettő egy seggfej, és tökre összeillenek. Nem is baj. Na, milyen fura ez az egész állomás itt. Csak már tudok menni, csak erre felfele. Milyen irgalmatlanul nagy lépcsők vannak. Így helyeztem fel magamnak. Arra alapod vagy? Madár? Itt is van madár? Fura ez a hely. Nézzünk el erre. Erről a kapszuláról beszélt, nem? Ez kell egy kulcs, gondoltam, hogy magától nem fog működni. Majd ezzel majd csinálni kell. Minden egyes tárgynak jöttek ki, vagy? Beszéljük vele.
Excuse me. Sir, sorry to disturb you, but can you hear me?
3, 2, 1, contact! And we have liftoff! Oh, holy mother. A dame. A pretty dame on the launch pad.
Please, no need to worry, sir. Just do stay calm. I just want some information.
Watch what you're doing, sweetheart. We ain't got no information, no strategies, no plans to tell anyone, anywhere, anytime. Military regulations, you dig it, man?
My name's Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer from... I'm a bit lost. And I guess you know this place.
Boris Charles, at your service, man.
Boris Charles.
Can I offer you something from the bar?
No, thank you. Tell me,
Kicsi
how long have you
részeges.
been here?
For as long as it took for you to come along, sweet pea. Don't think I've been lonely. I got a bottle or two here. Keep me company?
You're a soldier, aren't you? Ex-cosmonaut?
Hey, honey, that's all in the past. Hell, let's talk about today. Let's have a drink. That's an order, soldier.
Te mondod.
Please, can you try and get a grip? I must absolutely find a way out of this industrial complex.
Jeez, me too. I've really got to get out of this dump, but not before I've had a little drink. Here, get your pretty little lips around this. Vodka. Tell me what you think.
De most már nem iszom, mert nem inni kell. Nem inni, hanem kitalálni valami megoldást, érted? Én kitaláltam, aranyapám. Figyelj,
Do you have a vehicle to lend me? I think I'd even test one of your rockets right now if I had to.
Toast my rockets. Hey, pretty dame, I'll drink to that. Now just a minute. We're gonna need a special occasion, something to blow you away. 3, 2, 1, contact and have liftoff.
Okay, that's enough.
Ez már mindet.
Did you say something? Are our female comrades revolting or what? Oh, trouble on its way. Bottoms up. Power to the babushkas.
Babushka. Babushka balalaika.
I heard that maybe you could lend me a vehicle or something?
A vehicle? All our vehicles were picked up and shipped out to the borders years ago. General's orders. I say, let us raise our glass to this finest soldier this country's ever known, little lady.
I don't mean to offend you, but I'm not in the mood for a drink right now.
And you'll live to regret it to your dying days, sweetheart. To your health, while you have it.
Mennyit bírhatott a mája eddig?
Does the name Hans Vorarlberg mean anything to you?
Karsberg.
Karsberg.
Of course I know that name. But sorry, it's been a long time since I've seen something like that around here.
Vorarlberg. He's a person. I'm looking for him, and I think he might have come by here a few years ago.
Well, in that case, let us raise our glasses to this brave man and his very good health.
Bármit kérdezek tőle, így is azt fogja mondani, hogy ígyunk rá, ígyunk erre, ígyunk arra, ígyunk erre az emberre, ígyunk rá, minden. Csak ígyunk.
I came here by train, but I've got this mechanical problem. I had to leave the train down in the industrial zone. The director down there told me you were here.
Ah, Borodin, that dumb traitor. I tell you, he's gone over to the enemy, over to the dark side.
No, már Star Wars-ozik is.
Eating out his brain. The jerk.
That's maybe going a bit far. He is a little eccentric, I'll grant you that. But when you live on your own, cut off from the world for so long...
His brain's gone AWOL, I tell you. There's no darkness in my brain. I've got a cure. See?
Bagoly mondja verémnek, hogy nagyfejű.
Go on, have some. It's
stop you getting a cold.
I don't think I'm in a high-risk category, but thanks anyway. So many birds nesting around here. What attracts them all here like that?
Dumb birds. But at least a bird don't get bored, does it? See? They can fly. Then birds, geez, they can fly.
Sounds like you're jealous of them.
Well, maybe you're just right. Sometimes I like to let Soyuz loose and watch them circle for hours on end. Birds, they crap themselves when they see him coming. Don't stop them coming back, though.
Mondom, az egy repülőgép, hogyha már pilóta sapkát visel.
Silver Angel. The savior who cleans our cosmodrome of them dirty rats with dirty wings.
I need to get to Arrowbad, and quick.
You go ahead, soldier. I'll stay here and keep you covered. I got the supplies here. Got to keep an eye on them. Tricky job, too, you know. All these bottles.
Jó, hát akkor vigyázz az üvegekre.
I am not drunk. I have drunk. A little.
Te mondod, öreg. Ezt el... Hogy meghúzza? Az igen. Ellopom a kis piádot, ha nem gond.
Sure, I left a bottle or two around here. I gotta get some air. Wall's getting pretty tight. We'll think about that blast off later, huh?
Are you okay, Carol? Sure you're all right?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Be careful! Don't lean out too far or you'll...
Oh! Osztalat! Jó. Erre nem számítottam. Erre a jelenetre nem is emlékszek a Szibériából, ez számomra most meglepett. Eddig ez volt a legjobb jelenet az egész Szibériából. És most fel kéne, hogy ezt összegény csávót. Hát ez jobb beút. Stabilan mászkál, mint a magyar forint. Szerintem ebbe a kupolában, mert biztos van itt, amit hátrahagyott. Aha. Egy kulcs. Komkolzgrad Cosmodrome. Comrades. General Mushin. Commander of the Cosmodrome. Hát ez sem a volt. Itt van más is? Nincs. Jó, hát akkor ez a kulcs kell szerintem ebbe a konzolba. Jó. És akkor most... Jaj, meg kell fürdetnem. Jó, még egy kicsit. Jó, csak ennyire megy. Akkor hadd szóljon. Jó reggel, bagarom.
What's happening? Let's water you got there. Stop it! Now! You want me to drown?
Hát ez víz! Hol van abból?
Right. Just a little wake-up call, that's all. You must have had quite a bit to drink.
Örült volna inkább, hogyha borba fürdettem volna meg.
First time either. Probably won't be the last. Man, my head. Please, could you whisper?
Please, do excuse me. But it was the only way I could think of to bring you back to your senses.
A little extreme, maybe.
I get the impression you're a lady who likes to see results.
Thank you so much for helping me. I'm sorry to have woken you up.
It's been great talking to you, ma'am.
Hát, jó éjszakát, most elindulok errefele. Szétnézni. Itt is vannak ilyen kupolák. Egy kulcs. Adom ide kell egyből. Varalbel kulcs. Ráadásul. És mi alapján kéne? Csak ezzel működésbe hozom, igen. Nem volt bekötve a zár. Most működik. Vér, mint a szükséges. És 2 mióta tud oroszul. Centrifuga üres. Nem engedélyezett művet. Ez mi? Vérvizsgáló berendezés. Akkor gondolom kéne a részeges pilótának a vére hozzá az engedélyhez. Eltűnt a másik irányba, és itt van egy hatalmas léghajó, egy csomó madár. De ide csak egy kulcs kéne, úgyhogy beszélek a drága pilótánkkal. Mi az a sok madár? Úgyhogy hát adja a kulcsot, hogyha már felébresztettem az álmából.
No idea.
And then I've got to learn how to use it too.
You won't have any worries there. It has an automatic pilot.
Thanks.
Na, kösz szépen. De hát ezt kéne használnom úgy, hogy eljussunk Aralbadba. Másképpen nem fogom tudni. Akkor, hogyha ezt meghúzom. Nem működik. Hát te pajti.
There you are. I was looking for you. I've managed to trigger the autopilot mechanism, but the airship still won't take off. Do you know why?
I've got some idea. But you look like you're a pretty good mechanic.
Let's just say that since the start of the journey, I've managed to get by and get to know Hans Vorarlberg's strange contraptions.
Okay. I have a deal to make with you. I've been living in this dumb launcher site for years. And I've always said that one of these days I'm going to the stars on that flying way. And I better make that trip before vodka stews my brain. But I gotta know how it works. And you look like you might have some clue at least. If you could help me get to the stars, I'll tell you how the airship works. What do you say? We got a deal?
Why not? I'll see what I can do for you.
Tehát valahogy működésbe kéne hoznom a rakétát? Azt mondod? Adok én neked amúgy csillagot, fogom a serpenyőt, azt utána fejbe verem bele. És akkor látod csillagokat, nem? De lehet, hogy az ő vérekkel, szóval megnézem a vérvizsgáló berendezésen, mit tudnánk kezdeni.
Comrade Boris, I need a...
Excuse me?
To get the centrifuge going, we'll need to analyze the pilot's blood. If you're going to the stars...
There's 2 things a good soldier is always ready to do. Drop his pants and spill his blood. Go ahead.
Levegyön ott reggelt,
I'll only be needing your blood.
My pleasure, man.
Jó, nem azt mondja, hogy így letolná a katyáját, és akkor tessék. Ebben vegyél vért.
That's not funny, you sick fuck.
Jó. Most már akkor nyugodtan használtam ezt a konzolt. Csak mi alapján kéne beállítani? Hát ez meg elmegy. Akkor viszlát. akkor azt mondja, helyezzük be ide. Igen. Aha. Ez eddig jó. Vérminta, hát az már bent van. Túl magas alkoholszint. Ajjaj. Mi? És akkor én csináltam, hogy rákattintottam, hogy... De akkor... Jó, hogy akkor elég, hogy ehhez kell a pilóta engedély, a többihez nem. De akkor most... Hát nekem nem magas az alkoholszintem.
Okay, I think I've figured out how it works. Get settled in and let's go.
És akkor most befordítjuk oda. Most meg kell várni, míg elbotyja oda. Lassabban nem tudsz battyogni.
Clear as smog. Can you speak up?
I'm ready. Press the launch button.
Na, hadd szóljon.
Takeoff procedure engaged. Countdown commencing.
Colonel, you've forgotten to tell me the secret of the airship. What do I have to do?
The airship will need to be right up.
Kidobta az indítókart. Hát, kösz szépen.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Ő megjelent a képernyőn.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have liftoff.
Hát ez ment. Egy még tiszta részeg volt, de... Mindegy. Furra ez az alak. De... Köszönöm a segítségét, és akkor most... Kidobott ide egy kart. Valahova. Így azzal kéne mennem. Ott is van. De ez már akkor vissza se fog jönni. Ez már... Fent van a csillagok közt. Aztán ki tudja, mi lett vele. Most erre is lehet jönni. Itt is egy nagy űrhajó. De erre még nem voltam. Hát, hogy érdekel lesz akkor. Szirénának tűnik. Ezzel ijesztettem a madarakat. Ja nem. Csak a solymot ijesztettem el ezzel, hogy megtámadja ott a madarakat és elijessza őket. Na de akkor most már... Szóval akkor a léghajó, nem? Egyféleképpen tudom megállapítani, úgyhogy teszteljük le. Ó, kiváló. És akkor ezzel elindulunk Aralpadba.
Kirov reporting. Closing on target.
Na, meg is érkeztünk akkor a következő állomásunkra. Hogy Moszkál addig, meg a többiek mit csinálnak így? Malmoznak, meg így unatkoznak. Mondjuk jó, Moszkál nem tud csinálni semmit, hiszen nincsen keze, de ezt a salárra unhatja magát. Szegény. Úgyhogy én nem fogom folytatni majd akkor a következő részbe azzal, hogy megpróbálom megkeresni ezt az bizonyos énekesnőt. Hát a sikerrel járok. Úgyhogy ha tetszett a videó, azzal találkozunk a folytatásban. Addig sziasztok!